Hi, my name is Sam Schilling. I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I'm 23 years old. I just finished my college hockey career playing ACHA Division I hockey at the University of Alabama. I'm not currently a member of SAG, however, I would be able to join if needed. I'm auditioning for the role of Robert Nagel, or Nags as the boys call him.
Why would you be auditioning for a backup goalie role?
Because I was a backup goalie for like 2 years. It was awesome. And I can totally relate to him because, Nags gets thrown in and I had my chance where I got thrown in. It was just a good chance to play college hockey.
Yeah, where'd you go play?
The University of Alabama.
Exactly. Why didn't you go up to like UND? Where it's like actually like a hockey town and people care about hockey.
For the girls.
You went, okay.
I got, college hockey, I got to have my nice hair, I got to hang with the Southerners.
Your hair's gone now at this point.
The hair's short now, but it could be grown out and I could gladly get flow, and I would absolutely love to get flow if that would be something that would be required of me.
Yeah, you got all the hair products. Your dad owns like a hair salon, so...
We have access to hair care. It's a great thing for a hockey person, like to have access to hair care.
Yeah.
But I know they want like chirps and stories, and unfortunately, as a goalie, I don't really get to chirp very much.
Well, you got a couple good stories though. You got a couple.
We haven't won.
I think we should do for sure the one against Stillwater.
Okay.
Yeah, do the one against Stillwater.
So we came out for warm-ups. I knew I wasn't playing. It was set in stone. It was back in high school, and I see this dude on Stillwater. He was one of their stud players at the time, chatting with this girl. I'm like, I'm gonna go chat with her, So when I come out the ice for warm-ups, I start chatting her, and I end up getting her Snapchat. It was just a weird thing. I was feeling good that night. I'm a goalie. I have quirks. I'm weird. I do things like that, and I ended up snapping her mid-game because I'm, the backup that night. I'm doing the team Twitter updates, and unfortunately, the kid scores a goal. It's a nice breakaway on my goalie partner, and he skates by our bench to Sally. I'm like, man, guess who I'm snapping? And I said her Snapchat username. Kid looks at me like he just saw a ghost. It was beautiful. That was my good one from high school. I know in college, again, as a goalie, I get chirped a lot. I don't get to do as much chirping as I would like, but we were playing in Liberty. It's in Virginia. Horseshoe rink. So in the second period, they had a balcony overlooking my goal. And it was 4-0. We were down at the time. Liberty was one of the best teams in the country. And they scored their 5th goal. And I felt like a cool mist on my neck. I'm like, what? So I turn around and it's sunscreen. And one of the guys, or one of the fans, is like, hey, your neck's getting a little red from that goal light there, bud. I'm like, wow, that's like pretty original. I can't argue that. However, Nags and I really resonate to him. I know part of his job is to be there for the boys, and I've been a member of different boys, I guess, for the last 8 years, whether it's high school or college, and I know he was originally supposed to be the starter, and I've been there. Going into my sophomore season, my coaching staff sat me down and said, you know what, it's your year, like it's your time, and it ended up happening that come opening night they changed their mind and I was not given a chance, and I had to settle into the role as a backup where I was supporting my teammates on and off the ice. I was showing up to the rink every day to work and be there in case I'm needed, just like Nags would do. And then, fast forward till February, several months down the road, there was an injury to our starter. I remember we were down 3-0 at the Naval Academy, and we had to win that game in order to make it to Nationals, or even to have a chance to go to Nationals. And my coach was like, are you ready to go? And at that point, I never played Division I hockey before. I was terrified, and just like Nags said to his coach, I looked at my coach, I'm like, yeah, sure, I guess I'm ready to go. And my coach was like, that was not reassuring. I'm like, you know what? Yes, sir. I'm ready to go. And I could tell my teammates lacked a little bit of confidence in me. However, I got out there and I made a few saves like Nags does when he gets his chance to come back against Hill Murray. And from that point on, my confidence grew exponentially. I actually became the starter. I had the chance to thrive in the crease, and my time as being a backup had really paid off. It allowed me to develop character, a work ethic, and most importantly, being able to support my teammates and always being a good locker room guy. And I know Nags was the team DJ, and that was one of my roles in the locker room, as my stall was right next to the sound system, so I got to be the team DJ. So sometimes you're playing hype music. If it was December, we're playing Mariah Carey, the Christmas album. But getting back to business, I want to be Nags. The experiences that he would have of being told he was being the starter, to getting replaced as the backup, to then getting thrown in, are something that can only be acted by a true goalie who's experienced that. I have. I know that I can make this small role exceptional, and by doing the little things right, we can make a huge difference in making this film a generational film that we can be proud to pass down for many years to come.